Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the World of Fandom Fight. I am your host, the King, Kaleb Koho, back again for another episode of round number 1 of the Fandom Fight Summer Series Singles Tournament. And I am not joined by Cain McMillan. Why? Because Cain's got other things to do today. I am instead joined by the manager of the New British Empire, the one, the only, the Black Lantern, Brooklyn Vail. How you doing, Brooklyn?
I am doing great. This is, you know what? I feel bad for Cain and Shawn because, you know, Cain is a great guy. He's been one of the pioneers of this community. And then, you know, I'm sure Shawn, I've never been interacted with him, but it's a great guy. But they're attached to managers, like just really loud managers. Like you have somebody who just runs their mouth the entirety of the time. They have no filter. They're like, go check out this thing. Go check out this thing. And then we have Cody Newberry. So I don't know who to pick.
That's all 4 managers are in one place at the same time for the first time, I think, ever in fandom. So that's kind of cool. But tonight, we have a battle between House Night Fury and the Fellowship. This war just keeps eating up. The Hurricane, Cain McMillan, back in the ring, fresh off of his second win this season in Chicago against Tim Smith, is 2-0 in singles this season and probably the front runner for comeback of the year. And he is taking on the one and only Shawn, not this time Mckee, recent addition to House Night Fury, who won the Fatal 5-Way play-in to get in here and is coming in. So this will be a very interesting match, and I'm very excited to see how this goes. Shawn played really well. Cain has been on fire. We'll see which hot streak dies out here today. But I think we should go ahead and hear what these two have to say right now in promos.
Shawn, I don't know you. I think you're a good guy. Get out while you still can. Are you kidding me? Jeremy Adams, the founder of this community, on the biggest hot streak of his entire career, goes for a championship and then gets knocked out. He loses to Richard Schwartz after joining House Night Fury. You won something. Enjoy it. Run into the sunset. Nico is like a disease. He brings the worst out in his team. He says he trains, but he makes them worse. It's terrible. Shawn, I have nothing against you, but he took one of the greatest players in this community and lost to a guy that he doesn't take trivia seriously. Cain is going to go in there. Cain is one of the most underrated things. He carried Ryan on his back. He cut Ryan's dead weight, and now he's out there. So House Night Fury will do what they do best tonight. They will continue to lose. We will continue to win. And Nico will make a promo and say, we'll do better in 2020, I promise. But nothing will change. Cain, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I just can't wait for the Fellowship semifinals between me versus Mckee, you versus Tim, and then I don't care who wins because the Fellowship's going to win this entire thing.
Agreed.
Okay. House Night Fury Fellowship rivalry aside, I do have a lot of respect for Cain. I mean, he made this entire game. That's enough of a reason to respect him, artist to artist. But here's the thing. While Fandom Fight has sort of been a Mona Lisa to his faction mates, it's been a Frankenstein's monster to him. He may call himself the Hurricane, and he's just finally started reaching his potential since joining the Fellowship. But Shawn Mckee is a strong enough competitor that we don't have to call FEMA for relief for Hurricane Cain. So this tournament has shown, with my guys included, that anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed, and seeding can be deceiving. Cain is number 13, Shawn is number 20, but those numbers mean nothing, as the great Chris Clark likes to say. Shawn Mckee is here to prove exactly that. He's here to live up to his nickname. He's here to tell Cain and to tell the Fellowship, not this time. And he's here to send Cain to Ragnarok bottom while he ascends to Valhalla in the next round of the tournament. Shawn, what do you got to say?
Oh, thanks, Nico. That's great. I just want to say, Cain, good luck. You know, I'm not one for the back and forth and the squabbling. You know, Cody, you know, I've been plenty nice to everybody I've played so far. I've only done 2 matches, but I've been plenty nice to everybody. So, you know, I'm going to continue to do that no matter what faction you're in until, you know, the other side starts to push back. So, but there's quite a few people of House Night Fury in the tournament, if I'm correct. So I think you might be wrong about who's going to be in the semifinals.
Damn right. And also, this is why I do the talking.
All right, fireworks in those promos. Fireworks. I don't know why FEMA was brought up, but it was. Brooklyn, what are your thoughts on those promos?
I mean, Cody with ammo is like a drunk Stephen King on a typewriter. It's fucking scary. And Nico was trying to make a Jackson Pollock painting on a spinning chair. Not a lot landed, so we'll see.
Introducing first, representing House Night Fury and coming to the ring with a record of 1 win and 1 defeat, he is Shawn. Not this time, Mckee. And his opponent, representing the Fellowship and Ragnarok, coming to the ring with a record of 2 wins and 2 defeats, he is Cain, the Hurricane McMillan. All right, gentlemen, you've both been here before. Round 1 works like this. This is the whiteboard round. You're each going to get 10 questions worth 1 point apiece from 10 different areas within the realm of fandom fights. If you get all 10 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get to round number 1?
Nope.
All right, then we'll get right into it with your first question, which comes in the category of the newly minted Jurassic Park. In The Lost World, Jurassic Park, what natural disaster frees the dinos on Isla Sorna? Jurassic Park, new franchise, pretty fun.
Yeah, still a franchise I've yet to explore, but you know,
You haven't seen the first one?
never.
Get on that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Cain.
It's a hurricane, but I believe Hurricane Clarissa to be specific.
That is correct. And Shawn.
I said hurricane.
That is correct. Let's go on the first question.
All right. Question number 2, gentlemen, comes from the category of fandom quotes. What MCU film features the line, "They got my dick" message? Caleb, have you ever gotten a dick message?
Every time Cody messages me, it's a dick message.
Well, you've never had to encounter the realm of chat roulette, trying to talk to random strangers, and then surprise dick pic.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Shawn.
The Guardians of the Galaxy are not 100% a dick.
That is correct for a point. And Cain.
I have it on my board, but I just really want to point to my hat.
And the Galaxy is also correct, both on the board, 2-2. As we get to your third question, which is in the category of scores and soundtracks. What musician wrote the original songs for the soundtrack for 1989's Batman?
Music questions, my favorite.
I know, you just love them.
I do.
You
It's almost like it's almost like I created a league and then somehow lost in that league.
And then made me go 0-3, but I'm going to become a double belted champion in that league. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Cain.
Was it Prince?
Prince is correct. And Shawn.
Prince?
Correct. 3 apiece.
Would you have accepted the Prince of Processing?
Would not have. Sorry.
Although I think we could have accepted the symbol that is formerly known as Prince. But question number 4, guys, comes to the category of Disney animation. Your question is, in Beauty and the Beast, Beast tells Belle she can go anywhere in the castle except for what designated area?
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. Is there ever any places you weren't ever allowed to go to in the house?
I wasn't allowed to leave my room a lot.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Shawn.
Is it the East Wing?
That's incorrect. We'll go to Cain.
I said, is it the left wing?
That's also incorrect. Looking for the West Wing. The
Oh.
West Wing.
I was thinking West
It's a
Wing.
great TV show.
I was thinking West Wing, but I'm like, that's a TV show. That's not
That's
right.
exactly the same thing I thought.
So I'm like,
No perfect rounds here today. Both really close. Your 5th question comes to the category of Star Wars. Star Wars. In Revenge of the Sith, who takes Obi-Wan and Yoda to Coruscant following Order 66? I really like
Caleb, I got some bad news.
Oh no, what happened?
I did it again.
You rode 1,000 miles again?
I rode 1,000 miles again!
This joke is never going to get old. 5,
It will never get old.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, we'll go to Cain.
Was it Mace Windu?
That is incorrect. We'll go to Shawn.
It is Leia Organa's adoptive father, Bail Organa.
That is correct, and Shawn takes the lead.
All right, question number 5, gentlemen, comes from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, more commonly known as the MCU. What 4 heroes officially joined the Avengers at the end of Avengers Age of Ultron?
You'll have more time on this one.
Not the worst movie, but probably the most disappointing movie in the MCU.
I will say it's the weakest of the 4 Avenger movies, but it's still like a
easily.
good movie.
I dare somebody to say Age of Ultron is better than Endgame.
Oh my god, no. It's made a lot better by Endgame, though, I think.
That's true. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll go Shawn.
Falcon, Scarlet Witch, War Machine, and Vision.
That is correct for a point. And Cain.
War Machine, Falcon, Vision, and Scarlet Witch.
That is correct. Staying in lockstep pace with each other. Your next question comes to the category of Disney live action. Disney live action. In 2016's The Jungle Book, who voices Kaa?
This isn't awkward at all.
What is a parrot?
Yeah.
What is a parrot? No?
A parent?
No, a parrot. Like Ka, you know. Ka, I'm a parrot. Ka. No.
That's a terrible joke. Terrible. 5, 4, 3,
Now I know how Nico feels.
1. Pens down, we'll go to Cain.
Maybe the great Scarlett Johansson.
That's a point. And Shawn.
Scarlett Johansson.
That is correct. Maintaining a 1-point lead.
All right, next question, gentlemen, comes from Marvel. Marvel Films. In Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, what 2 words does Miles graffiti on the wall?
This is in the train, or like basement subway thing. I forgot to mention. Forgot to put that in the question.
Talk about a deep.
Fantabulous movie. Watched it recently.
It is a perfect film.
It's great, but it's not perfect.
Name 1 flaw in this movie.
I'll get back to you on that.
5, 4, exactly. 3, 2, 1. We'll go to Shawn.
I couldn't pull it.
And Cain.
Said imagine and create.
No, looking for no expectations. No expectations.
Okay.
All right, your penultimate question of the round comes in the category of Star Trek. Star Trek. Kirk and crew are set to retire in how many months in Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country? Star Trek. One of these guys definitely has been working on it. One of these is maybe bigger than the other star. We'll see how it goes.
Sure. I have no comment on Star Trek.
It's
yeah.
It is definitely the one with the laser source. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Cain.
Is it 4?
That is incorrect. And Shawn.
Were they 1 month away from retirement?
Also incorrect. Looking for 3. Brooklyn Vail owes you a sandwich, Cain.
Just let me know at the end of the match, and I'll make it for you for Monday. Your final question, gentlemen, comes from Fandom Oscars. Fandom Oscars. Michael Giacchino won his Oscar for composing what Pixar film? Safe to say, probably the toughest question of the bunch.
Maybe. I think from the reaction, maybe Marvel was the toughest one for the bunch. But
yeah.
Maybe.
I still have a cut, and it's pretty deep on that one.
That's fair. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go to Shawn.
It's not Inside Out, is it?
That's incorrect. And Cain.
Incredibles?
That's also incorrect. Looking for Up.
Of course it is.
Should have been Ratatouille, but it was Up.
Ratatouille is so good. That
At
soundtrack.
the end of round number 1, Shawn holds a 1-point lead, 6-5, as we get into round number 2, which is the wheel round. And it works like this. You're each going to get a chance to spin from the wheel from wheeldecide.com. If you like the category, and you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. If you don't like the category you land on, or you do have the option to spin again, you can go to multiple choice. It devalues the point down to being only worth 1. You have all your repeats and challenges left. Shawn, would you like to go first or second?
Sorry, who?
You can decide to go first.
I'll go first.
All right, your spin is away, and it lands on Jurassic Park. Which
Roll
you
it again.
Spin again.
Spin again.
Good call.
All right, and it lands on
Oh crap.
Opponent's Choice.
Can I say
Kane, what
the?
is he getting?
Yeah, can I say the wheel real quick?
Yep. Options are Star Wars, MCU, Disney Animation, Jurassic Park, Star Trek, DC, Fandom Quotes, and Middle Earth.
Am I allowed to talk to my manager?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
What are you thinking?
I would do Middle Earth.
He said before the call he's been watching Middle Earth.
Then no. Trek.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah, let's do Star Trek.
All right, I'll go ahead and proctor your questions.
You got this, Shawn.
in
You got this.
Star Trek. Your first question in Star Trek. What is the name of Spock Prime's ship in Star Trek 09?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Stingray, B, Jellyfish, C, Orca, or D, Mollusk?
Is it C?
C is incorrect. Came for the chance for 1 point steal.
Can I have the options again?
Absolutely. Is it A, Stingray, B, Jellyfish, C, Orca, or Mollusk?
I'll say mollusk.
That is also incorrect. Looking for Jellyfish.
Oh, it's the one that I'm like, there's no way it's that.
Your second question, Shawn, in Star Trek. Who kills Commander Kruge in Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Spock, B, Saavik, C, Sulu, or D, Kirk?
Saavik?
That is incorrect. Kane, the chance for a 1 point steal.
Can I have the options?
Absolutely. Is it A, Spock, B, Saavik, C, Sulu, or D, Kirk?
Let's go with Kirk.
That is correct for a 1 point steal. Tying the game. All right, Shawn, your third question in Star Trek. Who directed Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country?
Can I get multiple choice?
Is it A, Leonard Nimoy, B, Nicholas Meyer, C, William Shatner, or D, David Carson?
Is it William Shatner?
That is incorrect. Kane, the chance for a 1 point steal.
Can I have the options?
Yep. Is it A, Leonard Nimoy, B, Nicholas Meyer, C, William Shatner, or D, David Carson?
So one of the composers, not the directors. Let's go with Leonard Nimoy.
That is also incorrect. Looking for Nicholas Meyer. Nicholas Meyer. All right, Shawn, your fourth question in Star Trek. Who plays Worf in Star Trek Nemesis?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, LeVar Burton, B, Brent Spiner, C, Michael Dorn, or D, Jonathan Frakes?
Is it LeVar Burton?
That is incorrect. Kane, the chance for a 1 point steal.
Michael Dorn.
That is correct for a 1 point steal. And Shawn, your last question in the category of Star Trek. Who does Kirk request replace him as captain of the Enterprise in Star Trek Beyond?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Spock, B, Sulu, C, Uhura, or D, Chekhov?
Is it Sulu?
That is incorrect. Kane, the chance for a 1 point steal.
Spock.
That is correct for another 1 point steal. And at the end of that, Kane finds himself up 8-6 as we bring back the wheel for his spin. Bring it back. All right, Kane, your spin is away. And it lands on Middle Earth. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Spin that again. Let's go again.
All right. You're stuck with whatever you land on, and it hits Disney Animation.
Okay.
All right, Brooklyn, you want any questions in Disney Animation?
Absolutely. Your first question, Mr. McMillan, in the category of Disney Animation. What is the third thing Genie says he can't do in Aladdin?
He can't I just know it. I don't know the order.
I know. 5, 4, 3, 2.
He can't bring someone back from the dead.
2 points.
Yeah, that's correct for 2 points.
Big 2-point bolt.
All right, next question. Who voices Captain Li Shang in Mulan?
Captain Li Shang in Mulan is played by... Do you want the singing voice or the acting voice?
I will clarify acting voice.
BD Wong.
Correct for 2 points. Hyro lives with what family member in Big Hero 6?
You mean Hero? Hero
Sorry,
lives with
Hero.
his aunt.
That's correct for 2 points. I put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. Your penultimate question in Disney animation. What is the name of the pirates who attack Moana and Maui in Moana?
Kakamoros.
Correct
2
for 2 points.
And this is big.
And-
If Cain hits this, either for 1 or just knockout.
Your final question in the category of Disney animation. In The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, Mr. Toad is framed for stealing what?
Mr. Toad. Sorry, Shawn, you're really nice. He's framed for stealing a car.
And your winner by way of knockout, Cain the Hurricane McMillan. Unbelievable game, Brooklyn. Unbelievable game.
We need like the slogan on a T-shirt. You live by the wheel and you die by the wheel. It's safe to say that Shawn died by that wheel. Was just not favoring him, and then I think Cain sort of stole whatever Nico powers that he has and just granted the favor of the wheel. And the wheel is good. The wheel is great.
That is true. It can come down to that wheel performance sometimes, but also Cain getting a strength and Shawn getting a weakness with opponent's choice. It didn't go his way, but both played a really strong round 1. I would love to see how round 3 comes down if these guys ever rematch. But that is a tough outcome. We'll go ahead and go to both matches. We started with our winner, Cain McMillan, winner by knockout. How do you feel?
Hey, just because he works with you in Fandom doesn't mean you get to interview my client.
Okay.
I think you would have learned after Chicago.
Gosh, man, insulting. Like, okay, listen, I'm going to be honest with you, Cain. I was a little nervous when Disney Animation came up because you didn't realize it was West Wing, and that made me about throw up in my mouth because I was like, this is guaranteed. He's got
I'm like,
this.
that's a movie,
I know.
okay?
It is what it is. But you proved today that you're a dominant player in this league. Again, Disney Animation, before we became a team, wasn't a huge strength of yours. You knew it, you watched it, but it wasn't like what we've been practicing on. It shows today that you're fantastic in it. How are you feeling after this match?
I was real nervous. I missed some very easy things. I knew Giacchino won for up, but at the second I was like, maybe it was incredible, so I doubted myself and I was going to call for a repeat for up, but then I didn't. And
yeah, and we both had a strategy meeting before that we didn't really like the wheel. The wheel did not look favorable for our potential. We wanted to go second. Shawn granted us second. He got opponent's choice. Again, Shawn, this is nothing against you. I think you're a great player. I think you will do great things in this league. Drop that crappy manager of yours because, listen, he literally, look what happened. You dominated with 4 against 4 great players in a 5-way, and you come in here, he curses the wheel, you get opponent's choice, you get knocked out. You're not to that level. New British Empire is a okay faction. The manager doesn't show up for many calls, but he's there. Kaleb doesn't really do anything but look out for himself.
Hey, Kaleb might rig you into championship matches.
He might rig you into a championship. Night Fury just is after How to Train Your Dragon character, and he doesn't even pick it as a strength. It's really weird. I don't understand the group, but listen, you can do better, Shawn. Cain, who you got? Your next opponent is
the
Kaleb.
guy who
JD West is your next opponent.
Okay, so we're guaranteed one more round. This is fantastic. I'm excited. How are you worried about JD in any way?
No.
Cool. So yeah, we're off to do what the Fellowship does, and we'll win the next round, and we'll see you all I guess when you get another tournament shot.
Before you go, Cody, I have a question for you.
Sure.
I have a question for you too. Ragnarok is in the Team Summer Series tournament. You two have a shot to come back. You're playing Blockbuster Video in round 1. How do you feel?
Oh, I'm not nervous. Nazario on paper scares me. But Mike Hanley, I don't think watches any Fandom movies. Like, you gifted him Jurassic Park, which is a Spielberg-directed 2 of them, and I think that's the only 2 he's watched. So I'm not nervous about Mike. Nazario's a strong player. But after today's performance, I trust my teammate more than anybody else in this league, including anybody on my faction. He trusts himself. He goes with his guts, and we work really well balancing each other off as a team. So I'm excited. I think we'll do great. Kane, you got anything?
No.
Yep. We'll see you in the next round.
Congratulations on your knockout, and I can't wait to knock you out in a couple weeks, Cody. All right, we will go over to.
You're gonna need it.
We're gonna go over to our unfortunate losers today. Shawn, Mckee, Nico. It's a hard outcome getting knocked out, but you guys played a really strong on one. How do you feel about your performance?
Shawn, do you want to go first, or should I?
Last time I played in the 5-way, I rolled Star Wars on the wheel. So going into this, I knew I was probably going to have bad luck on the wheel. To be honest, I probably should have kept Jurassic Park. I know very little about Jurassic Park, but I know more Jurassic Park than I know Star Trek. So keeping Jurassic Park would have been the safer play there. But I definitely thought that there was a chance that I would get a bad roll of the wheel this time, especially since I'd gotten what is arguably my number 1 strength last match.
Listen. Shawn played great in round 1. We've established that. And for that, I'm very proud of him. In my view of this, the wheel sort of beat Shawn more than Kane did, although Kane put on a great performance on his turn. I will give him that. Shawn was putting in the work in one particular category. The one they gave him just was not that category. So we know we now have something to build off of. We know we need to work on this category, and we'll move forward. I'm proud of Shawn's performance. He will be back after the tournament's over. And, Sandy still came out victorious in his match. Jeremy, that was an upset win by Richard. But, we still got 3 more chances for House Night Fury to make some waves in this tournament.
Adonis ain't going to beat Tim Brzakala. Zadius ain't going to beat Mckee Brzakala. You're going to lose. It's nothing new, and I'm sorry.
And are you in this tournament?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they needed a spot. I was happy to fill it.
Charity. That makes sense. Well, somebody gets a KO, and I think that's right. I knew the staff was missing you in your retirement home. I put you there for a reason. You broke out. The guards have been looking for you for hours now. You've missed pudding time. You missed nap time, and you left the light on in your room, and you knew that was your 3rd strike. Nico, you need to go back to your retirement home because stop taking spots from other people.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because, listen, I like the majority of the people in the fellowship. But you're a pain in the ass, mostly because you're associated with Confidential Cinema, and I want to beat every single one of those guys' ass, mostly because of Henry. So
me? I'm not even in Confidential Cinema.
You've played in the league before.
I played there doesn't mean I'm associated.
Well, in my mind, you kind of are, so just go with this for the majority of this post-match promo. I'm going to beat every single person associated with Confidential Cinema, starting with Nazario. I'm on a warpath, so shut the fuck up, man.
All right. Looks like you're taking this as well. But, Night Fury and Fellowship, on paper, this is, I think, the 2nd time this season that Kane has knocked out Night Fury. The 3rd knockout sort of now against Night Fury. So it's a difficult one, a difficult loss to take, but you still played a great match, Shawn. We'll go ahead. We'll throw it up to Brooklyn at the desk for his final thoughts.
I mean, I'm genuinely surprised. I didn't think Nico would actually do something that usually the other side hates. Like he's considered like an alt-left person, but he did a very alt-right thing and creating a narrative and pushing so that narrative exists. I mean, somehow Cody's part of Confidential Cinema. Maybe I'm a member of the Throwdown. You never know what's going on in Nico's head. There's so many things, so many gears turning in that. But enough about that. let's not take it away from Cain's knockout victory. That was great. Shawn, unfortunate luck, but we've seen competitors bounce back from losses like this. So I'm sure there's a great future ahead.
Absolutely, but I think that's going to do it for us. That has been Cain, that has been Cody, that has been Nico, that has been Shawn, that has been Brooklyn, I've been Kaleb, and this has been Fandom Fight. We have more matches coming up tomorrow. Tim Brzakala takes on Adon Cesario, and Dominic Rizzi takes on Kaleb Boatman. You don't want to miss that. That's coming tomorrow. So stay right here. We'll see you guys tomorrow for more great matches right here on Fandom Fights.